डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Dear students, welcome to Chaitanya Studio. Myself Dr. Shivang Patel, Associate Professor, School of Computer Science at Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Welcome you all in this lecture series of subject operating system. In previous session, we have discussed various process related commands, process management commands, in which we have discussed PS command, the process that can be allocated which resources that we can able to see with the help of commands. Then after jobs command that we have discussed, suppose you want to change the priority to execute particular process, then we have also discussed nice and renice command. If you want to kill manually particular process, then we have discussed kill command. Now we are going to start with our next unit, that is pattern finding. If you want to search some patterns, if you want to search few words from particular text file, in that case you are requiring some specific symbols, and that symbols are nothing but, you can say that, regular expressions. So now in today's session and few subsequent sessions, we are going to discuss basically pattern matching commands in Linux or Ubuntu operating system. So as we have discussed, student will able to execute or able to understand regular expressions, find the patterns in data, then apply various filters and transform plain text into meaningful data, and mount and unmount file systems. So after studying this unit, you are able to interpret regular expressions. Now first of all, what is regular expressions? So if you want to search something in particular file, it may be text file or any other file, then you are requiring some patterns for execution to search something. So whatever the symbols or whatever the text sequence or symbol sequence that you are using, that will be considering as regular expressions. Now if you want to search from particular text, you are requiring to enter some patterns. Based on that patterns, system or kernel will execute that command and give the output according to your pattern. Now consider this pattern in detail. Say for example, your file contains some textual data. Few of the lines are there. Some line starts with some specific character. Now you want to search that particular line that starts with specific character. That is one of the criteria. Now suppose some of the lines contain some of the digits, some of the lines contain some of the characters, some of the lines that begins with specific character or ends with specific character, right? Some line contains some date data, some lines contains some characters that are repeated multiple times, some data contains some specific pattern, like first is character, then after digit, then after anything else. So these are the different searching patterns. Based on that, you want to search specific data or specific string from particular file, you are requiring to enter pattern. Now this pattern that can be entered with the help of regular expressions. So in today's unit, we will discuss how we can generate that regular expressions and the regular expression that can be used by some specific commands in Linux. So those commands that we are going to discuss today. Then after, we are focusing on some filters. If you want to find out some specific data and you want to display in some specific format, in that case you are requiring those filters. So again, in Linux or Unix operating system, there are specific commands that are related with filters that we will see subsequently. So today we will start with this first regular expression. Now you can see on the screen regular expression or the search different patterns or the words from the file. So basically grep command, or you can say that the family of grep command that can be used for this purpose. So other commands like grep, egrep, fgrep and rgrep, these are the 4 different commands that you can use to search specific patterns from particular text file. Parallelly, we are also performing practicals, so you can get more idea how you can use that particular regular expressions in the commands like grep, egrep, fgrep and rgrep, right. Now regular expression and finding the patterns. Now regular expression is the concept of matching the pattern in a given string. As we have already discussed, suppose you want to search for specific string having some criteria like that string starts with capital letter or that string starts with some specific letter, then after the length of string is 4, 5 or 6 or anything else, then after the string ends with that particular character, or whatever the other searching criteria that matches in particular lines, those lines will be printed with the help of those commands. So we will discuss these commands grep, sed, awk. These are the different commands available in Linux and Unix operating system that are specifically used for some specific pattern searching. Now what is basic regular expressions? So we are combining multiple different characters to create a pattern. So which are the symbols that are included in this particular regular expression? These are listed here. One by one we can see. First is caret sign or power symbol. You can say that suppose you want to search in specific text file that your particular string or particular line that starts with specific character. In that case, you have to put the pattern like caret and then after specific character. Say for example, one of the lines in my file is hello dear students. So that line starts with hello h. Now suppose few other lines are also there in particular file. I would like to search all the lines that starts with letter h, that is capital letter H. In that case, I am writing the pattern caret sign and then after capital H letter, right. So this way you can create a pattern with the help of regular expressions. This is one of the symbols caret that deals with searching at the beginning position. Then after dollar sign, if you want to search that particular line ends with specific character, in that case you are requiring to use this dollar sign that indicates the ending of particular line. Then asterisk, suppose you want to search multiple things. Say for example, in your file 5 words are there, 5 strings are there. Say for example file 101, file 102, file 103. In all these strings, few characters that are common. Say for example in our case file is common and then after few characters or few letters, or you can say that the few digits that may vary. So whatever the common characters that you have to write as a constant and then after you have to put asterisk. So asterisk here, that means you want to match 0 or more than 0 characters. Say for example some criteria having file 1, some having file 101, some having file new, right. So all these are the example of strings in which file remains same, but the later portion that may vary in one character or more than one character. In that case you are requiring to use this asterisk that indicates 0 or more character that you want to search. So this is another symbol that can be used in your regular expression while creating the pattern for specific commands. Then after dot, if you want to search for a single character, in that case you are requiring dot. Say for example, you are having the strings file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, right. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, that is only one digit, or you can say that only one position. So if you are requiring that file is constant and then after only one character that may appear in your searching string, in that case you can use question mark that represent only single character. That may be any character, it may be digit, it may be letter, it may be special symbol, but the position is only one. Then after, that is square bracket, that is range of character. If you are requiring to search from the range of character, in that case you have to put whatever the characters or the range into that particular square bracket. Say for example, you are having to search some of the words that are having some say for example AEIOU that contains in particular string. In that case you can put here AEIOU in the square bracket that represent any character within that boundary. You can say that within that particular characters that are included in the square bracket, the pattern will search for those combinations, right? Or say for example you want to search for some digits in the range. In that case in square bracket you can put 0-9. So whatever the digits starts from 0 to 9 that can be appeared, that will be displayed as a string. So here you have to put that particular range in that square bracket that represent, you have to choose from this range. Then after next is caret and then after any character. So that will indicate the negation. So whatever the searching pattern other than these strings that are available in your text file, that will be displayed, right? So this can be skipped to search, and other than these criteria that will be displayed because you are using this caret sign in the square bracket. Don't confuse with caret sign individually. If you are using individual character sign without that square bracket, that represent the beginning of any line or the beginning of particular character in a particular string. But here you are using in the square bracket, that means it is the negation. So apart from this, whatever the available contents, that will be displayed if you are using caret sign in the square bracket. Then afterward, if you are requiring to search exact match of specific word, not capital letter, not small letter, but whatever you are typing, that word should be exactly matched, and then after you will get particular string. In that case you are requiring to use this pattern, that is word. Then after escape character, as we have discussed, there are multiple escape character sequences, that is for new line or for blank or any other thing that you are using, that backslash. So all the character sequences, if you want to search, you are requiring this symbol. So this list of symbols you can use as a regular expression symbols in particular pattern to search something from a file. Now print lines that match patterns. So these are the commands that we are going to see in our today's session with practically. So this first command is grep, then after egrep, then after fgrep, and then after rgrep. This is the command that are belonging to one family called grep, that is global regular expression print. So whenever the string or particular line that matches with your pattern, it will print in the form of result, right? So we will see one by one. Starts with first grep. So the full form, or you can say that the grep stands for global regular expression print. Now grep command will search for line that matches the specific pattern. Now we have to assign that specific patterns with the options. Basically grep family having other variation like egrep, fgrep and rgrep. If you don't want to use this command, whatever the searching pattern, that can be also possible with the grep, but with some options. Say for example, if you are using grep command with capital E option, then whatever the string is read as ERE, that is extended regular expression. Then after, if you are using F, then it means fixed string and not the regular expression. If you are using G, then it is basic regular expressions. If you are using P, if you are applying that particular pattern in Perl scripting, in that case you are using this P, that is Perl compatible regular expressions, and R, that is recursively search for particular pattern. So as we already discussed, if you want to search specific pattern from a string or from file, in that case you are using these particular options. But suppose you want to search from multiple files. If you want to search all the files in particular subdirectory or all the files in particular directory, in that case, if you don't want to mention each and every file name, you can just simply mention the directory name or the subdirectory name with the option recursive search. In that case, whatever the files available in that particular directory or the subdirectory, all are searched for specific pattern. Now, what is the syntax? So, you can use grep, that is the case sensitive mind well, then after the pattern that you have created with the help of regular expressions, and then after the file name. This is the basic syntax for the grep. Now, here example is given, grep li and then after asterisk. Now, what it means? If you want to search that particular string li available in any of the line in whatever the files available in the current directory, all those lines are searched and listed as an output, right? We will see practically, so you can get more idea. So, on the terminal, first of all, we have to create a file that contains some data, and then after we are applying different searching pattern commands like grep, egrep, fgrep or rgrep, so you can get more idea. So, we are creating one file, say for example data1.txt. Now, you can enter whatever the content. Now, I am entering hello students. Welcome to Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Now, I am entering program name here also. Now, have a nice day, then after happy learning, then after learning by doing, and goodbye. These are the contents available in my file. Now, you can check the contents with the help of cat command. Now, observe here, these are the total lines that we have included in particular file. Now, if you want to search specific string, say for example, I would like to search MCA, right? So, you can put here that thing grep, and then after MCA, you can put in double quotation also, or without double quotation you can also use. In some of the case where you are using that regular expression, in that case you have to use particular searching pattern in double quotation or single quotation. Then after you have to put here the file name. So, I am putting here data1.txt. So, you can see here from this file you can able to search only that line which includes the string MCA, right. Now, try for another one. Say for example, I am creating another file data2. I am entering few lines. Now, suppose I would like to search from multiple files. So, you are using this grep, then MCA, then after whatever the files you want to search, you can put the name here. Say for example, data1.txt, then after space data2.txt. If you don't want to put the file name here, you can use asterisk. In that case, what happen? Whatever the files available in the current directory, the grep command will search in all the files available in current directory. So, you can observe here the output like this, MCA string that is available in both the files. So, file name is mentioned here in the form of output, right. So, this way you can use grep command. Now, move to our presentation. You can see another thing, grep and then after capital E option, L, pipeline symbol and then after I. What is the meaning of this command? If you want to search with OR option, like say for example, you want to search with L or you want to search with I in specific file, in that case you are using this E option. So, apply this. Here first of all I am clearing the screen. Now apply this with E option, capital E option. Now I would like to search the string MCA or MSCIT in particular file data2.txt. You can put here double quotation. We can check the content, cat data2, it is not there, MSCIT. Now we will check for data1.txt. So you can see here, this is the OR pattern. That means you are going to search with MCA or you are going to search with MSCIT. So in data2 file we have observed that only MCA is there, so it will display only that line. But in data1.txt file both the strings are available in specific lines, so both the lines will be displayed from data1.txt, right. Now say for example we are moving ahead with the next example, dollar sign. So as we have discussed in regular expressions, right, that particular line ends with dollar, in that case you have to use that particular character and then after the dollar sign. If you want to search for specific line that ends with specific character. So we are moving with the practicals. First of all we can see the content data1.txt. Now suppose you want to search line that ends with G, say for example, right. So you can use here grep command. Then after for ending G that can be mentioned with dollar sign. So you can put here dollar, then after the file name. So you can observe here two lines are there in our file that ends with G, right. So this way you can apply any of the symbols that we have mentioned in previous slides with the grep command. Now egrep, that is extended grep. Now we have already seen the grep command. Now suppose you want to apply particular special symbols, you can say that the regular expressions with grep command. In that case you are requiring E option. But if you do not want to use that E option, you can directly use egrep. That means you can say that grep is equivalent, grep dash E, that is equivalent to egrep command, right. Now we will see the syntax is same just like this grep command. Now we want to search the total, say for example particular character that are repeated multiple times. Say for example in our case we are having one string program in which M that can be repeated 2 times. So if you want to search specific string in which specific character repeats for specific number of times, in that case you can apply this. Say for example in our case you can use egrep, then after we are searching for 2 consecutive M, how many times that can be repeated, that you have to mention in curly bracket, and then after you have to put that file name. So you can observe here from the file this pattern will search basically 2 lines which contains program, and that program word itself contains 2 consecutive M, right. So this is the example of egrep. Here asterisk that represent multiple finds. If you do not want to use asterisk, you can mention here specific files also. Then after here again it is self explanatory, E then after dollar, pipe, S then dollar. That means dollar sign, as you already aware, if you want to search that particular line ends with specific character, in that case you are using dollar sign. So here E and S. So if you want to search from file those lines which ends with E or those ends with s, in that case you are using this command, right. Now next is fgrep, that is fixed search string that you want to search other than the patterns. So basically that fgrep, if you are comparing grep and egrep, so this fgrep is more faster in processing. Why? Because in grep and egrep they are searching for some specific patterns. That means whatever the patterns or the symbols that you are using, they are having some special meaning. But here this fgrep, that's specifically used if your file contains some of the strings that contains that special symbols and you want to search that string with those special symbols. In that case you are using this fgrep. So it is basically helpful with the string that includes the characters that typically reserved for the regular expression. As we have discussed or mentioned in our previous slide, the various basic symbols like caret, dollar, asterisk, dot, then after square brackets, all are the special symbols or the reserved characters that can be used to create pattern. Now suppose your file contains these symbols, and if you want to search the strings with those symbols, in that case you are using these fgreps, right. So we will see in our example. First of all, I am clearing the screen and showing the content of both the file, data1.txt and data2.txt. Now suppose observe one thing, in data1.txt I am using slash in learning by doing line. In learning word I am using slash, right. So now suppose I am using grep command and I am using this pattern learning, then after data1.txt, see it will display exactly the matching string learning that is available in the line happy learning. Now suppose I am searching slash n and then after file name. Now you can observe here, it will search only one line, that is happy learning. It does not search learning by doing. So in grep or egrep command, this symbol that are reserved you cannot search. So for that you are using fgrep. Now the same command I am using and just changing here fgrep instead of grep. Now you can observe here, with the help of fgrep, that particular line that will be searched, that is learning by doing, right. In the previous case this cannot be done because that particular slash that will be considering as special symbol in the regular expression. So fgrep that generally ignores such kind of special meaning and it will search exactly whatever you are searching for, right. So that is the difference. The example that is given here as we have discussed already. Now next is rgrep. If you want to search from multiple files available in specific subdirectory or the directory, in that case you are using this rgrep. In previous case we have discussed example with specific file name, that is data1.txt, data2.txt, but suppose you want to search in specific subdirectory, in that case you have to put searching pattern with the command that is rgrep, or you can use grep and the option that is -r. So mind well one thing here, grep command that can be used with other options and all the functionalities of variations of grep that can be fulfilled by grep only, just like grep and -e, that is egrep, grep and -f, that is fgrep, grep and -r, that is rgrep, right. So this can be done with the help of both the way. Now here I option, that is ignore case. Say for example I would like to search for specific word, say for example hello. So I am using grep, then after hello, and then after the file name data1.txt. So you can see here hello will not be displayed, right? But suppose, because it is in the capital letter in our file, suppose you want to ignore the case, in that case you can use the option I, then after you can use hello, and then after the file name data1.txt. Now this will be searched. So I, that means ignoring the case, so it will ignore while considering the searching criteria. Then after Linux filter commands, so filters that can be actually, basically it will take the data from the file and according to your requirement it will display on the screen as per your requirement. So Linux supports multiple filter commands. So these are the different filters: cut, paste, join, sort, unique, common, compare, sed, tr and od. So in next subsequent session we are going to discuss all those commands. So in today's session we have discussed basically searching patterns, how we can search specific string by using grep, egrep, fgrep and rgrep command. In the next subsequent session we are going to discuss particular filters available in Linux or Unix operating system. Till then, happy learning. Thank you.